This episode is sponsored by Pennant Patchworks. If you're a Texas Tech fan and you have a little bit of swag to you, Pennant Patchworks is a perfect hat for you. They're a Lubbock-based hat and t-shirt company with various styles to choose from, as you can see here.
At checkout, we got an exclusive code with Pennant Patchworks. You can use our code DRAFTROOM15 for 15% off your entire order. That's DRAFTROOM15. So go ahead and visit pennantpatchworks.com and grab yourself a hat today. Welcome back, everyone. Today we got another special interview. Today we have former Wake Forest Demon Deacon and current Cowboys rookie cornerback Caelen Carson. Caelen, what's up, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
We're doing great. We're excited to have you. This is one we wanted to have you for a while. We tried to get you last year. Obviously, it didn't happen, but we're glad to get you on now.
There's something new about this podcast. I got a Cowboy hat on because we're repping the Cowboys rookie, America's team. Let's go. I'm excited for this one. I'm ready to get started.
So you're from Maryland growing up. Were you a Ravens fan or a Commanders fan?
Commanders.
Commanders?
Oh gosh.
So how'd you feel when you saw Dallas calling on draft night?
Man, that was, what's crazy? That the story of that is that was the only hat I left at home, the Dallas hat.
Really?
I had all 31 teams, and the 32nd team was the Cowboys hat, and I left it at home.
Was that on purpose?
No, it's just like, I had seen the hat before I left, and I'm like, okay, I had a formal interview with them, but I'm like, I haven't talked to them since. I'm not getting drafted by them. Like, and my mom, that's my mom's favorite team. So she's like the whole draft process. She's like, you're going to the Cowboys. You're going to the Cowboys. And I'm like I'm not going to Cowboys.
Yeah.
And it just happened. I don't know. It's crazy.
So that was one of those teams you thought they're not calling on draft night.
Yeah, they didn't think so.
Got you.
Was there any specific reason you just didn't think the meetings?
I honestly didn't think they needed a corner too. Like, so I was just thinking like, who needs a corner? I wasn't really aware that Trayvon Diggs was hurt.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't pay attention to the Cowboys like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. I'm not gonna say I didn't know too much about the Cowboys, but like I was a Commanders fan, so.
Right.
For sure. So you went to Wake Forest out of high school. That's where you committed, but you also had an offer from East Carolina. So what was the decision between those two schools? What made you choose Wake Forest overall?
To be honest, it really wasn't a big decision as far as like that's ECU or Wake Forest.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew I was going to Wake Forest, just because like they were the biggest school, then the academics, and then also just the way they kind of reached out. They stayed in touch with me the whole way. Came to my school 3 times, so they kind of was consistent. Rather than like ECU, they kind of just came in and dropped the offer to me.
Yeah.
Didn't like stay in touch, so.
Right. So at Wake Forest, you got injured your sophomore and junior year. Is that right?
Yeah.
And how was that? Was that bouncing back from that hard, or did you get to touch the field pretty easily?
Yeah, that it wasn't really hard. I had like the junior year was just a hamstring, so it was like nicks and bruises. And then the sophomore year was like a scapula, but it wasn't nothing too like I didn't have surgery or none of that, so I just got back pretty fast.
Got you. Good deal.
Well, let's skip ahead to draft day. You talked a little bit about that. You're drafted round 5, 174th overall on day 3. What did draft day look like for you as a whole? Like, where'd you spend it? Was it with your family?
Yeah, so all my family was there. We had an Airbnb in Virginia, so about 30, 45 minutes from where I live. Yeah, everybody was there. Nice party, big house. Yeah.
Did you throw a party on day 2 and 3, or just 3?
Day 2 and 3.
2 and 3, just to be sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you weren't expecting Dallas. Which team did you think you had the highest chance of going to? Which team were you kind of expecting to call you?
I thought I was gonna go to Detroit.
Yeah.
Really Detroit, maybe the Texans. Yeah, really those two, I thought.
Got you. Out of those teams, and you can throw out another team too. Which one, dream team? Is it the Commanders? I know you said you were a fan of them growing up, or did you have a different team in mind that you wanted to go ball out for?
What's crazy is like it wasn't even like the Commanders. That was my favorite team, but like it wasn't even like I didn't want to be home.
Right.
Yeah.
And then to be honest, I really didn't have no dream team. I just wanted to be in a spot that was like hot, not cold.
So city was kind of a big deal for you. You wanted to go to a good city.
Yeah.
Is there any other cities out there? I know, you traveled a bunch, obviously. What was one of the cities that you played at, stadium-wise or just pure city-wise that you liked the most?
The preseason game at the Raider Stadium.
Yeah.
Steelers was hard.
Nice.
There's a couple stadiums that's like the Giants Stadium pretty hard too. Like that's yeah.
You don't understand how hard it was to wear this Cowboy hat, man. I'm a Giants fan. This took a lot.
Giants fan, man. Crazy.
No, that's neat.
All right, so getting into the Cowboys organization, we want to kind of see what a typical day looks like for you. So going through day to day, is it the same thing across all days? Or do you have specific days for specific things? Like what's it look like in that organization?
In season?
In season, yeah.
So around 8:00 is a team meeting. You'll usually have like a lift. It depends what day it is, but you'll usually have like a lift before then. And if you have any injuries, nicks or bruises, something like that, you'll go to PT before that 8:00 meeting. Yep. After that you have special teams like and then you have probably like a hour or something. And then you got it's special teams and then O&D. You might do it as a group and then split it up to position, but then you'll have like an hour to get ready for practice. Practice is usually around like 12 or something.
Yeah. Okay.
In around 2, something like that. And then you'll have meetings at the after practice. And then lunch is before the meetings after practice, but that's how that go.
What were the rookie duties and traditions like for you? Like, what'd you have to do? Was there any singing performances? I know a lot of guys have to buy.
Yeah. During camp, we had to sing. We had to do karaoke, but it's not like the song was like going while you were singing it. It was like you just had to like straight voice.
You're a
So we just really trying to sing, and then rookie duties, I just had to like it was donuts on Fridays.
Yeah.
No, donuts on Sunday. Yeah, Friday or Saturday, one of those days, and then we had to get Popeye for the plane every week.
Popeyes is a popular answer.
That's what we've heard. Yeah.
Is there any? Have you had the rookie dinner yet? Is there anything of that sort going on?
Yeah, we had a rookie dinner.
How much was that bill?
Boy, they didn't do us bad.
They didn't run you up?
That's good. That's good.
Nah, just because they split all of our. We had it all at the same time. It wasn't just by position.
Yeah.
So they did all the draft picks and they just split the bill by all of us.
Okay.
That's good.
They did you nice then.
Yeah.
So who had the best singing performance out of the rookies? And you can't say yourself.
Maris.
Oh, okay.
The linebacker. He can sing though, so it wasn't fair.
Okay. Do you remember what song he sang?
No, it's a country song, but
okay.
he blew the whole thing away. Like
he was by far the best.
All he does is sing in the locker room, sing on the bus, sing everywhere. We get around girls, time to sing all of a sudden.
Oh gosh.
All right. One thing I wanted to ask you, we've had a couple guys on and they gave us an answer. Did you have a welcome to the NFL moment that you remember specifically once you got to the league?
What I really say is like people gonna say the stiff arm with Derrick Henry, but I don't really think that was like a walk in the NFL just because like it's football, so like a stiff arm is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Right.
And then again, it's like Derrick Henry, but I think my real probably walk in the NFL was like I would say the week before, like with the Saints. Like seeing Alvin Kamara like in person, like I don't know, he was good, and I wouldn't say like he did something to me that was like welcome to the NFL, but it was just more so like just watching the stuff he was doing was just like crazy, like everything he does look like it's in slow motion, but he's moving fast, like
Right.
Yeah.
and then on top of that, I say Darnell Mooney.
Okay.
I say like he ran like an out route on me, but it was like he did like a out up and then went back out, and that was like it wasn't a walk in the NFL moment, but it was like all right, he got it. He a good route runner, but other than that, really.
So those are a couple dudes that you met, and I was gonna ask you this too. Like out of the time that you did have on the field, out of those players, those are the kind of dudes that stood out to you and was like, holy cow, like this is a whole nother level of competition.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure. So I wanted to ask you. You talked a little bit about the Cowboys don't really need a cornerback, and then you got drafted by them. So what does that cornerback room look like? There's a lot of veteran leadership in Diggs and Bland. How have those guys been, to be in a room with?
We really got a quiet room.
Really?
Deron's quiet, Trey's quiet, I'm quiet, but like we're all cool together though. Like you got Jordan Lewis. He's way more vocal than anybody. Like he talks. What's Josh Butler? He's entertainment all day. But anybody else is really like quiet, really more on the quiet side.
That's crazy. Hey, DBs are supposed to be the loudest person on the field, dude. They're supposed to be the trash talkers, man.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, all of us kind of quiet.
There's no trash talking on that field with the DBs or what?
No.
Not at all, huh?
Trey had talk trash to like the receivers when we had practice and stuff, but
Oh,
for the most part, like DB, I'm talking about Deron Bland, but
yeah,
he just go about his business like quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trey, pretty quiet. Like me and Trey real cool though. Me and DB real cool, but it ain't too much. Like it ain't.
There's no talking trash to CD or what?
Not really.
You can't. There you go.
But like, I don't get a kick out of like. I never talk trash anyway.
Yeah.
Like, but
throughout college and high school or anything, you never participate in that?
nah. Like,
Dang.
when I make a play on the field, I'll get like hype.
Yeah.
I don't ever talk trash really, unless somebody says something to me, and then that's different. But that's not really my like character for real.
I got you. Well, that's good. So number 21, I want to ask: did they give you that, or did you want that one?
I wanted that.
Nice.
I figured. Good number to have.
Absolutely. Representing.
One thing I wanted to touch on. So, the Cowboys are coming off 3 12-win seasons in a row, and then now this season they win 7 games. And I know you haven't been there for those 3 12-win seasons, but what's the vibe like in the locker room?
I think everybody disappointed, but I still think everybody think we, could win and could have a better season next year. Everybody ready to move forward. And even the games we lost, we came in the game thinking we could win. So it's not like we lost our confidence and nothing like that. But it's football. Sometimes stuff don't go your way. So that's really how that was.
Absolutely.
Right. I wanted to touch base on with you one thing. I was kind of curious about it. I know like you obviously have like separate meetings as far as like position groups and stuff like that. But as a whole, y'all are a whole defense. Like I'm talking linebackers, defensive line, and safeties too. Are y'all coming together? Because I know Micah Parsons has a bunch to say about the record and stuff like that. Is that a whole? Do y'all ever have like a defensive meeting? And does anybody like step up as far as like leaderships, like Micah Parsons, anything like that in the meetings?
When we meet as a whole, the coaches are in there and they kind of run it.
Okay.
But people will say little stuff like, after we lose or something, or like,
right.
But it's not like how you just said it was. You'll have like Eric Kendricks, he'll talk sometimes, stuff like that. But for the most part, the coaches kind of run the meetings.
Who would you say is the most vocal on the defensive side?
On the defensive side?
Right.
Probably like EK. Uh,
Yep.
yeah, probably EK or like shoot. Also be giving the pregame speeches sometimes for real, but ain't nobody. Ain't nobody like I don't think overly like vocal. Like you know.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right.
Well, we'll go to. I know I said you're representing the number 21 as Deion Sanders. There's a little bit of word going out right now that him and Jerry are in contact. How would you like it if Prime came to the Cowboys to be the head coach, and what are your thoughts on all that?
I mean, obviously he's a Hall of Famer legend, so you
Right.
know, like it'd be well appreciated, and you know, he's a DB, so you know
Right.
he's a
Yeah.
DB at heart, defensive guy. So I think it'll go along well with us, especially the DBs and stuff like that. So I think it'll be something different, and
For
I would
sure.
look forward to it. But
Absolutely.
I'm really ready for whoever Jerry hires,
Yeah.
you know. So
Right. Absolutely. Is there any chatter going on around the teammates, or are they kind of in the same mode? They're just ready forever. They're ready to get back on season.
to be honest, we all like we just left the facility, so everybody out. So like,
Gotcha.
I ain't really been around everybody, but like
Yeah.
everybody just don't know what's like next right now. So
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, next we're going to talk about the rest of the NFL playoff games that we have, and we want you to help us pick the rest of the games and then give us your Super Bowl pick. So, first up, we're going to start off with the big one. Are you taking the Buffalo Bills or the Baltimore Ravens to win that one?
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Ravens.
Good pick.
It's hard to argue with.
I'll
Dave?
ride with you. I'm going the Ravens.
All right, then I'll go by myself and I'll pick the Bills. Next up, Eagles and Rams. Who you got with that one?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You can't pick the Eagles.
Huh?
You can't pick the Eagles as a Cowboy.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Eagles.
I may have to ride with you again. I got the Eagles.
I'm gonna stick with the Eagles. Texans and Chiefs.
Chiefs.
All right, easy.
Chiefs too.
Chiefs. All right, and then last but not least, we have
Lions and
Commanders.
Lions.
Yeah, you got to go with the Lions.
I'm taking an upset here. I'm riding with Jaden Daniels, taking the Commanders.
Ooh.
Hell nah. I'm taking the Lions. So give me your Super Bowl prediction. Give me who you want to see and then who you actually think that you would see.
I want to see the Cowboys.
A little too late for that one, I think.
Nah, I think Detroit gonna go.
Okay.
I think Detroit gonna go, and I think I don't know who on the other side gonna go, but I think Detroit gonna be in it.
All right, next up, we're going to do a game. We do this with every guy we get on here. It's called This or That. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you two options, and you just pick one. So pretty simple. So would you rather lose in the Super Bowl by a blowout or a game-losing field goal?
Game-losing field goal.
Game-losing field goal. You didn't go with your pick.
Blowout is the way to go.
You want that heartbreak?
It's going to be terrible.
Nah, I feel like because you getting blown out, that means you didn't even put up a fight. Like,
You're sitting on the bench.
yeah.
All right, would you rather give up the game-winning touchdown catch as a corner or drop the game-sealing interception?
Drop the game, ceiling interception.
Both aren't great, but that's probably what I would go with too. All right, if you couldn't play in the NFL, would you rather be an NBA player or MLB player?
Dude. Probably NBA, but baseball if we talking about money.
Yeah.
That's what we usually get. Would you rather win Defensive Rookie of the Year or Super Bowl MVP?
Super Bowl MVP.
Easy.
Easy one.
Do you prefer primetime night games or noon games on Sundays?
Noon game.
Why is that?
Cause get up and get over with.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we hear. Would you rather have a clutch interception in front of your home fans or away fans to win the game?
Home fan.
Home fans? You don't like being the villain, huh?
Nah.
Throwing the ball up into the Ravens stadium, man.
Would you rather win one Super Bowl as a starter or multiple as a backup?
Backup as I'm not playing at all.
Not at all. You don't even get a snap. But you win like 4 rings.
Nah.
One as a starter?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
It's a good pick.
So one thing we wanted to talk to you about, obviously this year your season was cut short. You were put on IR with a shoulder injury. What's the feeling like, and how are you feeling? How you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm like 5 weeks out of surgery, but
Yep.
feeling better. I actually didn't play the whole season like that, so
Yep.
I was pretty upset during that time.
Right.
But
So what was actually wrong with it? Like they give you like an actual like diagnosis?
yeah, that's the thing. Nobody knew what was wrong with my shoulder. Like, everybody thought like since week 3 that I just had like a stinger or whatever, but
Right.
I had a rotator cuff tear. I had like contusion. Then I had like hematoma or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So like it was a lot of stuff. And then I had like labral tear or whatever. But my shoulder's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
But that happened, week 3.
Dang.
I played the rest of that like that.
Well, we're hoping for a good recovery, man. I hope you're on pace, and I hope the recovery is going well. How's that process been so far? I know you're 5 weeks out, but
It's been good. I think I'm ahead of schedule. Moving good. I should be back pretty soon.
good. Did they give you like an exact return date, or are they just saying like, hey, you're about a month, 2 months out?
I know it was like, I can't remember what they said when I first had surgery, but I know it's not that long.
All right. Last couple questions we have for you. Growing up, did you ever emulate your game from any player?
Yeah, I was a running back, so Chris Johnson.
Ooh.
Oh, neat.
Okay.
Yeah, if I show you my little league highlights.
There you go. All right. And then last question we got for you. This season, I know, again, it was cut short, but who is the hardest wide receiver you had to face this season? Or you can go back to college.
I'm going to be real with you. From this season, I'm not going to choose just because, like, not making no excuse, but I was, like, hurt this whole year. So, like, it wasn't really wasn't no fair matchup anytime I was, like, I feel like I was out there for real. But, yeah.
We'll
So
catch up
I
after
couldn't really
next
play to
year
my
and
best of my
ask you.
ability. But, I say in college, I say like Dontavian Wicks.
Okay.
Oh, neat.
Keon Coleman was pretty good too. So
There you go.
Yeah, like Cade said, once you have a good, healthy season next season and you're balling out there, we'll catch up with you back then. We'll see who's the toughest matchup. You'll have to
Thanks,
Super Bowl
thanks.
matchup.
There you go. Well, we appreciate you coming on, man. We had a good conversation with you. I think this was a good one, huh, Dave?
Absolutely. It was awesome. I'm very thankful that you're allowed to come on here and that you did give us the time. I want to say thank you for that.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, guys, that's all we got time for today. Make sure you go get your hats. Let's pull it out a little bit better. From PennantPatchworks.com.
Isn't that neat?
Code DRAFTROOM15 for 15% off your entire order. So if you live in Lubbock or you're a Texas Tech fan,
Come on, man. Copy some merch. Tell me that isn't swag right there.
we
Let's
got
go.
something for you. We're going to be going through another round of shirts. So comment down below. DM us if you want one. There'll be a link coming soon so you can get those. Leave
Check
a
out
comment.
the socials.
Right here?
Instagram,
In that corner over there.
this corner. Like, subscribe, comment, show some love. DM us, shout out to us who you want to see next, and we'll try our best to get them on.
See you guys next time.
Roll the outro.